Well, we're here at Symbiotic with Justin Grishop. Thank you for taking time to be with us today. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the company you are with.
Justin Grishop, I'm the Senior Director of AI and Analytics at CBTS. I lead our AI and Analytics practice. CBTS is a technology solutions partner for everyone from enterprise to SMB. We focus on delivering thorough, deep, and meaningful solutions that are focused on customer outcomes.
And tell us what motivates you to do what you do.
I love helping customers excel and succeed in serving their customers. At the end of the day, everyone has the same job. It's to serve customers. And what the best part of my job and my role is I get to empower people to do more on a day-to-day basis than what they can typically do on their own. So through the partnership through bringing together people, technology, processes, and some strategic thought, you can really empower people to do the most that they're capable of. And so when I think about what do I get up for every day, it's helping other people succeed.
Okay. What does authenticity mean to you?
So I think it's difficult sometimes to operate within corporate environments because there's often a lot of pressure and pull to be one thing or another. One of the best parts about innovation is that it allows you to break new, meaningful ground in a way that aligns to being kind of your authentic self. If you can figure out an angle where you can bring the best part of you to a work environment, to a project, to a product, to serving a customer, what you're able to do then is you're able to not fit within a box that's been defined for you, but able to define the box yourself. So being authentic is really about finding your mission, finding your alignment, and ultimately bringing that to bear in everything that you do.
Okay, and when were you first introduced to AI and what was your initial reaction?
Well, my background is statistics and machine learning and data science. So I've been studying this for a couple of decades now. And really my journey into analytics and AI began when I started my first internship, when I understood the power of how information could move entire organizations. And it started pretty simply. I built an app that helped organize a lot of internal resources in an area that was very difficult to navigate. And that accelerated into building entire systems that help organizations accelerate and navigate. So my journey into AI began a couple of decades ago when I started to really get into statistics and understanding how information shaped strategy. And this recent unlock with generative AI has just made my world amazing because it's empowered me to do the things that I've wanted to do for decades, but really I can do them now in minutes.
That's awesome. Now, how are you utilizing AI to make an impact in your industry?
So one of the big deficits I think that we have as an industry is we're putting AI before the business. So my focus is on putting the business first because ultimately, as I mentioned earlier, we all have the same job. It's serving customers. And I think one of the missteps we took, and it's an understandable misstep early on, was we started chasing AI for the sake of chasing AI. It was about the novelty of what this technology can do. And we kind of collectively lost the mark in that technology doesn't exist for its own sake. It exists to solve business problems. And so by applying AI to the areas that we're already succeeding in, and to the areas that you know your customers care about, and aligning the technology to those capabilities, what you're actually doing is you're accelerating and growing the value you're delivering to your customers. So for me, putting business first before the technology is really the shift that I think we need to see in the industry, and it's what I'm advocating for, because I think that's actually going to be the breakthrough moment where enterprise gets really aligned to this new paradigm.
Okay, and what do you think are some things that AI can't replace that only humans could do?
So there's a huge element of intuition that AI is not able to pick up on. So AI, even in its deepest sense, is typically training on information that already exists. The novelty of an idea is something that AI hasn't been able to replicate, which is actually really great for humans, because that means that when a person is thinking through a problem, they're able to bring back that authentic self into that problem. They're able to work and and operate almost symbiotically with AI and offload maybe some of that mental compute that they would otherwise have to do, but bring forth their best ideas. Really think about how their strategies and their vision could come to life. And AI will begin to break down the very barriers that would have traditionally held them back. So they get to bring forward the idea. AI gets to help bring it to life.
So what to use the ideal collaboration there between human and AI?
So I think where I see a lot of people experimenting with AI is generally around QA. It's kind of looking and maybe drafting an email for me, maybe rating how my writing is, maybe coming up with a list or even some content. Where I think that there's a real opportunity and where I see the most success is really working with it symbiotically so that you're exploring your ideas, you're pushing the boundaries together. Don't just give up after you've given, or don't just stop after you've gotten the idea. Push it further. Ask it more questions about what it's thinking. Why was it thinking this way, right? It's going to reveal one of two things. Either it has a deficit in its rationale, or you have a deficit in yours. Both teach you something. And if you can start to make shape out of that, what you start to realize is you're coming closer and closer and closer to the truth. So the deeper you can go with it, the more structurally you become aligned to the very outcome that you're seeking.
And what is your personal superhero power, the thing that only you can do, AI can never replace?
I understand how information works. I understand it's a very intuitive thing for me, not just from a systems perspective, because my background is in data, but also how it shapes culture, how it shapes ideas, how it shapes even narratives, stories. So by understanding how this all comes together, I can take the context that might get missed from an AI and I can wrap it in a human-focused story that and not just aligns what the AI is trying to do, but what I'm trying to do, so that you can kind of create that fully symbiotic relationship and achieve the outcome you're after.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to share with us here at Cincy AI Week.
Great to be with you.